Okay, here's an unusual occurrence, I suppose, for this time of year. I've got a bee swarm in my yard. Now, what happened is I've recently requeened one of my hives, and just to give you an idea, it's the 2nd of February today, 2014, which is reasonably quite late in the season for swarming, you'd suspect. And look, it's not by any means a hot day or a hot windy day or anything. It's quite cool. It's about 26 degrees. So this is a bit of a surprise for me. I just went out to my hives there and I saw them all swarming. So it would appear that the queen has now landed here in this tree, and this is just your simple wattle brush, which is a fairly popular tree. So what I'm going to do now is, you can sort of see them flying around my yard. Might be a bit difficult to see, but you can see them sort of zipping through the air at the moment. So it's only a pretty small swarm, but yeah, so it's quite interesting. So what I might do is I'll let them gather a bit more, because if this is the new queen I've just put into my hive, I really don't want to lose her. So what I'll do is I'll let them sort of gather around a bit more. I'll drop them into a swarm box. I've got a swarm box over here ready. And all a swarm box is just a bit of a plastic box. This one's a bit dirty, it's been in my shed. But I've just got a few frames in there I'll throw in, and away we'll go. So look, I might leave you here for a moment, and then we'll drop in the swarm. Okay, there you can see up my roof there. She's now moved from the tree, and I would say she's in that bunch there. So what I'm going to do is try and jump up there now, and I'll grab her. Okay, you can see here, the swarm, there's the queen bee there in the middle. It's landed on my roof. I'm just going to get her, okay? Okay, what happened today is I've had a swarm of bees land on my roof of my house. I've got probably about 50 metres away, I've got a hive, and I've just recently requeened. Now what I did, I climbed up on my roof. I had to be very quick, of course, and I just grabbed whatever frames I possibly could. So I wouldn't generally use frames that have got drawn honey in them, but that said, these particular frames come from the hive I've just suspected this queen's come from. So what I did, I basically caught the queen, and you can't really see, it's a bit dirty, but she's in here. Okay, so I've got her, so I'm pretty safe. I'll be okay with this, all these bees here. And what I'm going to do is just basically, I'll put her inside my swarm box, and then we'll just watch all these girls march in, basically. So it's a fairly straightforward process. Sorry, I just had to climb up my roof pretty quick, so I'll just put her inside there for the moment, very carefully, if you can see. Oops. So, you can see she's just in the bottom there. Okay, and what her do, she'll send out her pheromones to say that all the rest of them come on down. Here I am. So, I'll just move this one aside, so it's out of our road. I'll just move now, swarm box down a bit, just so we can see what's going to happen here. What I think you'll find is the girls will just start marching in. So, as you can see, she's in here, and it won't be long before they start telling everyone where she is, and away we go. There you go, that's how you catch a swarm. Fairly straightforward. I wouldn't recommend climbing up on the roof unless you're fairly agile, but that's how we do it at dunkshoney.com.au. Thank you. Okay, I've just taken the swarm box down off my roof. You can see there's a few bees still flying around up there, of course. They're just looking for the queen now. Yes, and you can also, a bit hard to see on the camera, I suppose, but you can still see quite a few flying around the area. Please disregard my gutters. So there you go, and you can see them flying around. And then what I've done is I've just brought them down here to my garage, and you can see I've just put the swarm box on top of some bee boxes I've got here. Yeah, so a few of them, they're just trying to find their way. There's no actual stickies in there, so to speak, but you can tell that they've been in the hive, of course, and they're smelling them around. So yeah, basically, look, she's inside there. I won't worry about opening it just at the moment. I'll just let them get settled down now. And I would expect that they will find their way eventually into that box there tonight. And they'll go from there. You'll see the bees, they'll start fanning their wings, and that just throws a scent into the air to let the world know where she is and whatever else. So yeah, it's look, that's nature. It's a fantastic process, and away we go. I was very lucky to get the girl back, so I got myself another hive. Okay, dunkshoney.com.au. Okay, so here we are again, basically a little bit later on, probably another 10 or 15 minutes down the track, and you can see the girls, they're still a little bit excited, but they're starting to move in and out of the swarm box, and as you can see, that they'll start making their new home in there for the time being anyway. You can see how close they are to the vent. That's because they can smell the queen inside there. So they're starting to obviously identify that she's in there, and they're just starting to come in and out and make a new home. But yeah, she's still inside a container within that swarm box, and the reason being is I just found that she was a bit flighty, I suppose, if for want of a better word. I did, as you recall, I did originally have her on the bottle brush tree, and then she's taken off again. Welcome to dunkshoney.com.au. As I've been explaining to you in the other videos, I've just got my trusty assistant now who's come along and helped with the filming. What I want to show you here is, yeah, here we are. Here is the swarm. I've got within here, the queen is just near the door. Just want to show you how pleasant they are, and then in the swarming mode. Yeah, of course, if you squeeze them, they'll certainly cause a few issues, but that just gives an indication how calm bees are when they're swarming. They're not out to attack, they're just out to find a new home, basically. As I've said, yeah, you can just see how soft they are. As long as you treat them carefully, it won't be an issue. But yeah, they're going in here now, and there we go, taking up a new home. So there you go, dunkshoney.com.au.